Alright, so here's the deal. The rest of this video was recorded a week ago. But this was recorded today because I put out a tweet where I said I think I might want to do merchandise now, but I need designers. And so far I have like 3 or 4 people working on stuff, but if you are a designer and you think you can make some merch for me, this will be your time or your opportunity, for the sake of rhyming. You can hit me up via Twitter, of course, and I plan to tweet out your artwork no matter what. I might not use it for merchandise, but I will tweet it no matter what. That's pretty much it. If you're a designer and you want to help me work on merchandise, please hit me up on Twitter at @TheLAday via DM or mention whatever you want to do. Anyone else, the rest of this video is for you. It's a story time, so please enjoy. Back at it again. Look. So I mentioned storytime videos. I had like 4 of them private, and I said I'll retell one if people were interested. People seem to be really interested, which always catches me off guard because I don't think you really care about me, but you do care about me. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna retell the Pizza Hut story right out of the 4. I'll show them on screen. One thing though before I tell the story is that this is not what you're gonna be seeing. Since it's a storytime video, what I used to always do was gameplay for storytime, so I could focus on talking and less on this movement thing that I do and all the expressions and stuff like that. So it's going to be a gameplay that I'm going to cut to in a minute. But before I cut to the gameplay, I would like to show how I opened off this video back then, which is pretty funny. I'm not going to play IEO because it was a little different. So this was me peeing on a Pizza Hut box from Pizza Hut. I was copying off a video I saw of a dude peeing on the Xbox or PlayStation, and I had just uploaded before, so I was like, I'm gonna do what he did and I'm gonna piss on the pizza box. But don't worry, because I was just kidding. It wasn't actual pee. I had a water bottle and I just threw water onto the box. Like I explained it during the shit. And I'm explaining it now just to be safe. But yeah, that's how I open it now. There should be gameplay on the screen. And we're going to focus on the story. So this is the story time of how I got beef with a Pizza Hut place that was close to me at the time. Now I had to rewatch my entire video to remember this entire story because it was so long ago. But basically it started one night in the hotel room when I decided to order me some old Pizza Hut. And from the get-go, once I was ordering the Pizza Hut, I knew that something was wrong because they told me a block away the Pizza Hut was, like a 5-minute drive at the most. Told me that my delivery would take about 2 hours when I ordered the food, and I didn't feel like going to do carry out because I was relaxing. I was in the hotel chilling up. I wasn't trying to be a part of that. I wasn't trying to get up and go and do that. So I knew from right then that was not a good sign, but I went with it anyway and didn't order from anyone else. I decided to wait the 2 hours. The pizza came. I heard a knock on my room door. Lo and behold, when I open it, I get this most traditional, stereotypical, generic looking ass blonde teenager with the braces and the pimples are popping. I'm pretty sure his voice cracked at some point during this conversation. So he's telling me to sign for the pizza, so I have to sign the receipt. And the pen that he gives me does not work whatsoever. And I didn't have a pen on me in the room. So I looked at him and he looked at me and I'm like, I don't have cash. What do you want me to do? And he just takes the receipt and he goes. I don't sign for anything. There's no confirmation that I received the fucking food. He hands me 2 boxes of pizza, which are far lighter than 2 boxes of pizza should ever be. I don't think anything of it. He takes the blank ass receipt, throws his arms back like a Naruto character and does that stupid ass run away from me, and I don't think anything of it. I close my door and I open the box. I start eating away, chomp, 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 and then I switch to the other pizza. I want some pineapple. I like pineapple on my pizza. I try to switch to that one and eat some pineapple slices. Box is completely empty. There's not a crumb. There's not like a breadstick, some sauce, none of that shit. And I'm confused because during the call, I remember saying medium chicken pineapple, go light on the sauce. And somewhere in translation, that turned into, let's just not feed him. He's stupid. He doesn't deserve food. He won't notice. That's what I'm imagining happened during the conversation. At some point, someone said, he's stupid. He doesn't deserve food. And he won't notice this big empty box full of air that we're going to give him. So at this point, no big deal. I got my pizza. I'm sure they'll be glad to refund me. So I call up the Pizza Hut like, yo, your man's Jimmy Wildin'. He didn't give me my pizza. I don't know what he did with it. Last time I looked, he was teleporting through a parking lot and he ain't looked back yet, so it's okay, just give me my money. But it wasn't that simple. The person I was on the phone with was some goofy bimbo. We'll call her Bimbo 3 for continuation purposes. Bimbo 3 was on the phone and she sounded like this was her first time in the history of life ever having a conversation with a customer about transactions. She was so lost that I had to guide her through what was going on. I had to repeat myself so many times like, hey, I ordered the pizza didn't get here. I need my money back. And she would just go like, what? What are you talking about? The pizza was delivered. And I'm just irritated, so I eventually asked for a manager because I don't have time to teach people ABCs about their job. So I asked for a manager, someone who should know what's going on. Manager gets on the phone, and like some movie villain, he also too is stereotypical. He comes on sounding like he's smoking a cigarette. He sounds like his hair is slicked back. He's breathing heavy like Vader.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? What's the problem there, sir?
So I explained to him the same way I explained to Bimbo 3. And instead of this being a simple conversation like I continue to expect, I expect so little out of people. I expected this conversation to go by like a breeze. It did not. Instead of just giving me my money back or my pizza that I'm owed, Darth Vader is in my ear breathing and telling me how I have to wait hours upon hours to get that pizza back. And it's like midnight. I'm not waiting to midnight to get my pizza. It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be old, and it's gonna be stale. I don't want stale bread. So I said, hey, just give me my refund. Just give me my money back. And he did. He said, I'm gonna give you credit for your pizza. It was like $8 each or some promotion. And he said, I'm gonna give you $15, the full order back for that pizza, which I thought was fine. I said, I'll just order the pizza tomorrow with the credit. Thank you, good sir. And he's like, oh, okay, thank you. He heavy breathes his ass off my phone. So I called back the next day, thinking it's going to be another simple process. I told you I expect the very least out of people, but it didn't go the way I thought it would go. I called back around the same time, like 8 o'clock. So it's the same night shift team from yesterday. I don't know why I waited that long, but I did. Same night shift team. I said, hey, yo, me again. Hi. It's your boy King. Let me get my pizza. Put some extra pineapples on that bitch for your boy. And the response I got was the same Bimbo 3 response that I got yesterday of confusion. Absolute confusion. What credit? I don't know what there's money involved? What are you saying? Free? So, back to manager boy. Darth Vader, get back on the phone. I need my money. What's going on? Why is she telling me that I don't have enough credit to get a full pizza when you gave me credit for my full pizza yesterday? What's the issue? Darth Vader pulls up.
Well, you know, there's going to be tax and delivery that you have to pay on that pizza there.
And at that moment, I'm stupid confused. The pizza was $8. You gave me 15. How is there extra money to pay? Something's not adding up. I'm not a math major. I wasn't changing the game in calculus. I promise you I wasn't, but I know for a fact that 15 minus 8 doesn't equal me paying more money. It doesn't. It never has and never will. But he was telling me I have to pay an extra $4 to get the pizza that was already owed to me. Somehow, some way, he was trying to convince me to pay and make up for their lack of skills, for their lack of ability, and their lack of common sense. I shouldn't have to pay more sense for your lack of common sense because you didn't realize that it wasn't the brightest of ideas to send out an empty pizza box. That should never happen. I might not work there, but I know for a fact that menu doesn't have an extra large with extra oxygen. What kind of quality checking are you doing to the point where you open the empty box and say, yep, that's about right, and you ship it off? That makes no sense. So I'm frustrated, and I'm telling him that. I'm telling Darth Vader, sir, I know you have asthma. I don't care. I want my pizza. And me getting frustrated is making Darth Vader more frustrated. And he's trying to blame Jimmy, who ran off like Naruto and teleported away forever. And he's probably somewhere deep in Narnia working on his shadow jutsu. And he's trying to find him and locate him and make him pay for the mistake. So, being the shitty manager that he is, he gets Jimmy on the phone. Jimmy, tell him that you will refund him or some dumb shit. So I'm talking to Jimmy. Yo, what's up, Braceface? Where's my pizza? Jimmy tells me that the manager's making him pay for it out of his pocket. And I'm like, whoa, what? You gotta pay for my pizza now? The pizza's already paid for. Why is Jimmy having to take money out of his check now? I don't want that to happen. So I'm mad at the manager now. You're making it seem like I'm trying to attack Jimmy Two Zits over here, but I'm not. I just want my pizza. This is a really long process for something. I used to work in customer service, so I get how everything works. It's never been this complicated. This is just a really shitty Pizza Hut. So I get back on the phone with the manager. He comes on breathing. He gives me my options.
He said, well, you got 2 options there, King.
That's his cigarette smoke. He continues to breathe.
I can send Jimmy back with the pizza and he'll pay for it out of his check. Or I can give you your refund. I'll send the driver directly back to your room and he can hand you the money. Now, I don't want Jimmy to pay for it out of his check, and the fact that you're telling me that he's going to drive to my building, my hotel room, and knock on my door and hand me money as opposed to just charging my car back lets me know that somebody's trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight over Pizza Hut. I'm not trying to beat Jimmy's ass. He looked young. I didn't want to beat the kid. Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we offering up to square up over a box of pizza? So I didn't want those problems. I said, hey, you know what, man? Look here, Darth Vader. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm going to call tomorrow and I'm going to talk to someone else because this isn't working. Me and you don't have the chemistry I thought we had. We need to get off of this phone. I'm going to call tomorrow and resolve this. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm frustrated. I want to go to bed. So that pissed him off for some reason. He's like, Okay, all right, you do that then, sir. Have a good day. Yeah.
And it's just like, what are we doing? We're two adults, and this is a pizza we're talking about. He's breathing heavy, the phone's getting covered in all kind of breath. I feel bad for anyone who's around because I know he can smell it. So we back and forth a little bit in anger, and then I get off the phone. It's whatever. I end up eating like some Pop-Tarts or something. I go to bed. Next day I call, get a brand new cashier, very well educated, very happy for some reason. I don't know if the day shift is just fucking pleasant. She was super excited to talk to me. Hey, yeah, yo, money, yeah, here's money, take all the money. She was just hype. She was just really hype, and that made me hype. I was like, yeah, let's go, pizza, yeah, right? So I told her the situation. She's like, let me get the manager. We'll take care of this. Manager gets on. Within 30 seconds, I have my money back. I have coupons. I have happiness. We have solutions. We're adding each other on PSN. We're trying to be friends. It's great. And it's funny how happy I was because I called in angry from the last call. So I called in like, yo, I'm chewing on some Dominoes right now. Yo, give me my money back or else. Like, I'm mad. I'm trying to like make them mad with me. I'm ready for smoke. I want beef. Now on my pizza. I want pineapple on my pizza, but I want beef in this conversation of what we're about to have. But happy girl at the cash register who knew everything that needed to be known and was willing to give away money way more than she was supposed to, it felt like. She made me happy. New manager made me happy. They offered me the pizza, and I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I don't want any food from that pizza ever again. Because I'm sure if I did take that free pizza at that point, there was some type of note on my account to just spit all over, like just wipe your ass with the crust at that point. I'm sure I was going to be eating some leftover cold, remember the Chuck E. Cheese theory? I'm sure I was gonna be eating like slices from different pieces from the garbage. I'm good. So I took all the coupons or email shit that I just threw them away. I didn't use any of that shit. I took the refunds to credit, and I used that money to order pizza from someone else for real. Then I proceeded to follow up by being petty and leaving a review and contacting the head manager building corporation thing with an email. I was really in my soccer mom bag. I'm trying to get someone fired, specifically Michael. I put his name all throughout that shit. Yeah, Michael, night shift Michael, heavy breathing Michael, bitch ass Michael, Michael I don't like, Michael. I was just making sure they knew exactly who I was talking about. I wanted him to lose his job. I'm not sure if he did, but I'm sure he caught some type of heat for being such a shitty manager. And the funny thing is, I haven't eaten at Pizza Hut since that day. I think I started eating like Domino's and of course Papa John's. I know some of you are like, oh, you eat Papa John's, but what about the races? Last time I tried to boycott a fast food place, nobody else did it with me, and you all still eat Chick-fil-A. So I just said, fuck it, I'm not boycotting food if nobody else is. I'm not going to starve for pride and morals if everybody else is just going to eat and be happy and shit. So I don't really boycott food places over their moral decisions. But yeah, that's just pretty much the story of my beef with Pizza Hut that day. If you enjoyed the story, and if you were thoroughly entertained, be sure to leave a like on this video. Let me know how you feel. Oh wait, no, I had asked the question. If you eat pizza, whether that be store-bought, like you say DiGiorno, or if that's from like fast food place or a local place or whatever, let me know down below in the comments what pizza place you prefer, whether it be Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, DiGiorno, Red Baron, Totino's, Tony's, whatever, local, Chicago, deep, what the fuck ever. Just let me know what pizza place you prefer down in the comments below. Let me know if you enjoyed the story time so I'll know that I should probably do more. If not, it's whatever. Shout out to, oh, let me put this on the screen because this is kind of cool to me. Shout out to everybody who's in the comment section for the original video forever ago. If you're still here somehow, if your name's on the screen and you're in these comments today, Jesus Christ, shout out to you. It's been a long time. You're still here. That's crazy. So shout out to you. If you see anybody's name on the screen, you see them in the comments, make sure you say like something cool to them or like it or something. Just give them extra attention because they deserve it. Let me know what pizza place you rock with. Let me know if you enjoy these videos, you want more story times. And of course, if you are new, subscribe to join me and the famous few. Be sure to like the video. Until next time, this has been Miles King and I am gone. Bom, bom, bom.